Hi, my name is Ali Hughson. I'm from South Queensferry and I built a hobbit house in my back garden. I use it as a workshop where I do pyrography and make home accessories, mirror frames, some furniture, etc. I think the most challenging thing about the build was the round door. Took a lot of figuring out about how I was actually going to do it. But thankfully it actually fitted first time, so I was quite proud of that moment, and it was a huge relief. I've always been a fan of The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit series from an early age. I remember getting read The Hobbit when I was just a child by my dad, and I was always fascinated by Middle Earth and kind of fantasy genre in general. So building a hobbit house seemed the logical thing to do when my old shed pretty much fell down. I think a huge drive for me as well was I was hospitalised a few years ago with a huge asthma attack, and when I came out of intensive care I felt that it was something that it kind of gave me a bit of a new lease of life, if you like. So it drove me forward to actually do something with what I was passionate about. My family love it. We've got quite a newborn grandchild in the family now, who's coming up for a year old actually, so she's a little young to appreciate it at the moment, but hopefully when she starts toddling about a bit more, we'll get her dressed up as an elf or a hobbit, you know. And the neighbours have been really supportive about it. A lot of them have commented that they've watched me build it from day one, and they're quite impressed with the result. Yeah, it was about 6 months for the initial structure. There's still some internal bits and bobs that I'd like to finish off, but just not had a chance yet because I've been too busy with commissions and I work full time as well. The materials that we used was quite cheap timber. We wanted to try and keep the cost down as much as we could, so we used quite rough sarkin board, which we spent a lot of time sanding down and varnishing. It seemed like months and months of just sanding bits of wood, but yeah, it turned out well. And we decided to kind of just make it look as natural as possible. In terms of the cost of the build, it's difficult to say. Somewhere in the region of 2,000 to 4,000, I think. It's quite a ballpark figure, but as it's been done sort of piece by piece, and you know, we've picked up bits and pieces here and there, it's difficult to put a full price on it. It's certainly been a labour of love, and yeah, challenging.